Earlier, at polling station 1063 in Moscow, they'd brought out the choir to try to bring in the voters and turn a parliamentary election into a street party. Russians voted, but they know it's the president who pulls all the strings. Parliament has become little more than a Kremlin rubber stamp. Yet this election matters to Vladimir Putin. Vote rigging in the previous Duma election sparked nationwide street protests against him. This time, he needed this vote to be seen to be freer and fairer. But there were protests in Kiev. Ukrainian nationalists attacked Russian citizens who were trying to enter the Russian embassy to cast their votes. There was anger that Moscow was holding parliamentary elections in Crimea, the territory it had annexed from Ukraine. Back in Moscow, officials promised the cleanest election in years. Here at Russia's Central Election Commission, we've been able to keep our eye on some of the ballot boxes at some of the polling stations with the help of webcams. The authorities here promised that this election would be honest, transparent and fair. But the webcams told a different story. Keep an eye on the official who's seated. When she thinks no one is looking, she takes a pile of ballot papers. The woman in black tries to cover her as she stands at the ballot box and stuffs them in. At the call centre of election monitoring group Golos, the phones rang off the hook. People calling in all day to report voting fraud they'd witnessed.
We don't have any means to fight it like with law enforcement agencies or maybe through courts, but we fight the violations due by attracting public attention.
But President Putin will be hoping that his popularity and widespread apathy will ensure that this time Russians